Aloha spooky nerds. Well, we are in the home stretch of the holiday season. So mele kaliki maka to you. And as you can see, I am feeling quite festive, as is my bony buddy right here. Now, when it comes down to tiki drinks, I have three favorites. We have the Mai Tai, classic old school. We have the Zombie, also pretty old school, a little bit more potent and powerful. And then there is the Painkiller, which is definitely sweeter, it's creamy, and as the name suggests, it makes you forget all of your pain. And it comes to us from the Soggy Dollar Bar in the British Virgin Islands in 1971. So it is pretty much an older school tiki bar classic. However, I wanted to tweak that recipe a little bit today for the holidays into a drink that I think really fits within under the tiki umbrella, but is also something that even your tiki newbies at a holiday party might get into. Now we have a lot of ingredients here, and there is room for some adjustment, but I want to tell you what I'm using. And we are going to call this the Killer Nog. So this is a little bit of a painkiller and eggnog mashup with some other tweaks. The other name that I was coming up with for this one, which I like better, but I was voted down on this, was the Nog Goblin, which made me think a little bit about the elf on the shelf, and I felt like this would be the bad elf drink that maybe Krampus's elf would drink as opposed to the good little elf on the shelf. But anyhow, this is a really potent drink, a really tasty drink, and it is definitely the stronger cousin of the Painkiller. So let us get right to it. So first off, we have some Pusser's rum, and Pusser's rum is really the rum of choice for the Painkiller. I mean, as the bottle right there says, in 1655 until 1970, the British Naval Army was able to have rations of rum, and from that we got the Painkiller rum, or Pusser's rum, and that is the main ingredient of a painkiller. In fact, if you don't use Pusser's in and call your drink a painkiller, you can get yourself into a little bit of trouble. So we don't want that kind of trouble. Instead, we want 2 ounces of Pusser's rum for our drink. So there's 2 ounces right there of Pusser's. We also want, how about an ounce of coconut rum? Now, I've become a big fan of Rum Haven. I think it's a really tasty coconut rum. It's not overly sweet as far as coconut rums go. And we also want an ounce of some black spiced rum. Now, I do happen to like Kraken, so I'm gonna go with some Kraken rum for this one. Black spiced rum, 1 ounce of that. Also, how about, HORCHATA doesn't get a lot of love, but we're gonna use an ounce of HORCHATA. You know, there's different kind of brands out there. I would say find the brand that you happen to like and go with that. So 1 ounce of the HORCHATA on that. Okay. From there, let's add some nice creamy texture to it, and like a little bit of a cinnamon spice as well. Pineapple juice. Unsweetened pineapple juice is the way to go, and we are going to go with 4 ounces of that. In fact, let's see here, 4 ounces of pineapple juice, unsweetened, and there we go. Yes, I am using a measuring cup for that, because I want to get my pineapple juice measurement correct. We also want an ounce of coconut cream. Now, I'm using Goya today. I like Coco Lopez, but really the trick is the stuff in the can is the way to go. Don't use the squirt stuff. That tends to have some added syrups and high fructose corn syrup to it. You don't want that. You want some good ingredients on this. So let's do an ounce of this. This is really nice and thick. I had mixed it up a bit, but there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. I do love this coconut rum, or coconut cream. Oh, it's so tasty. Yeah. Okay. We're not done yet. We also want, I don't think I poured my orange juice in there yet. I did not. And we're gonna go with an ounce of orange juice. In fact, I'm gonna shake this up. Got some nice fresh Florida OJ right here. An ounce of that. You can even cut that down to half an ounce of OJ if you want. I do like the tartness of the 1 ounce of OJ, but yeah, you can cut that down to half an ounce. Okay, so far we have a lot of ingredients that would make up a typical painkiller. Not so much the horchata, not so much the Kraken rum, and not so much the coconut rum. These are all my addition, and what's gonna make it the nog part of the killer nog is going to be some eggnog. I happen to like eggnog. I know it's a bit of a divisive flavor, so that's why we don't want to use too much of it. I'm gonna go with an ounce of the eggnog, and you know, a little goes a long way on this drink. Just an ounce of that, and we are gonna have a nice festive holiday drink. I have poured this all over a whole bunch of crushed ice, and I've got a nice glass here. This actually would probably be able to serve 2 people. So, give it a nice shake over some crushed ice. Nice and cold. All right, we are ready to go. Oh yeah. And finally, look at how nice that looks. I do enjoy that. Just a little bit of some fresh grated nutmeg, if you can get it. If you can't, you know, use the nutmeg that you have. Just like sprinkle a little on top, gives it a nice little nutty flavor. I like the nutmeg flavor. I like the nuttiness of that, so I'm gonna use a little bit more of that. And then a candy cane. So here we have it. We have the killer nog, and this is a holiday drink that really anyone can get down on. And if you make it, you can say, guess what? Your guest, whoever enjoys it, you're like, now you are a fan of Tiki, because that is what we have created here today. Wherever you are, I hope you are having a great holiday season, and I say, hey, mele kalikimaka to you, and also thank you for watching this and being a supporter and being so great. And I hope that your holiday season is going to be a great one, and that the end of 2020 is peaceful, it is painless, and that we are heading into 2021 on a high note. So cheers to you, my friends.